Big fight this weekend. Big fight taking place. Winner takes all. Saturday, October 17th. Lomachenko versus, Teofimo Lopez. Like, subscribe, jab that subscribe button, detonate your right hand on that bell button. Big fight taking place. Loma versus Lopez. Let's have it. Who's going to win this fight? Pre-fight review. Lomachenko versus Lopez. Now, I think for a lot of people, this fight has sleepwalked on a lot of people. So many things going on right now. A lot of people have totally forgotten about Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. And people are underestimating Teofimo Lopez's ability to go in there, and do the business against Lomachenko. But let's jump into this fight. So, obviously, Teofimo Lopez is going to be favorite. Not Teofimo Lopez. Vasiliy Lomachenko is going to be favorite for this fight. His recent win against Luke Campbell. He's beating guys like Rigondeaux. The guy, he got dropped by Linares. He still came back and he was beating Linares. Solid amateur record. Vastly experienced, over Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, still a young fighter, still coming through. So people, fans, commentators, everyone heavily favoring, Vasiliy Lomachenko to do the job. Stylistically, the footwork, the hand speed, the angles that he uses to find your chin, the slipping of shot. The guy, he's just like a smaller Alexander Usyk. Vastly experienced, skills galore. Doesn't carry that power like Teofimo Lopez carries, but vastly skilled fighter. So a lot of fans, are going to be favoring. Why do I keep saying Teofimo Lopez? Keep favoring Vasiliy. Maybe that's a sign. Is Teofimo Lopez going to win? A lot of fans favoring, Vasiliy Lomachenko to go in there and do the business against Teofimo Lopez. But underestimate Teofimo Lopez at your peril. Teofimo Lopez, young, hungry fighter. Obviously he's not as technically, gifted at the moment, and he's still got a lot of development to do. He's not as technically gifted at the moment as Vasiliy Lomachenko, but his knockout victory against the likes of, Richard Coleman, absolutely detonated his right hand on Richard Coleman's chin, rocked him to his boots, and Coleman, that is a solid fighter. Even Vasiliy Lomachenko said that he expected, Coleman to actually beat Teofimo Lopez, but it just demonstrates to you the ability of Teofimo Lopez. If he catches you correctly, it could be lights out. So, one thing I'm looking for in this fight is, will Teofimo Lopez catch Lomachenko with his power shots? Can Lomachenko take, Teofimo Lopez's, best shots, left hooks, and, his straight rights? Can Lomachenko take Teofimo Lopez's power? Because if we're looking at at this fight objectively, I don't see, Teofimo Lopez, if it goes to the cards, I don't see Teofimo Lopez beating, Lomachenko if it comes to scorecards decision. The question becomes, can Teofimo Lopez knock out Vasiliy Lomachenko? That is the question. Drop your comments. Do you guys think Teofimo Lopez can put Vasiliy Lomachenko to sleep, or at least stop him? Because everybody knows that this kid Teofimo Lopez, he's got the power, is explosive, and we've seen Linares be able to drop Vasiliy Lomachenko, and that guy don't hit as hard as Teofimo Lopez. We saw Luke Campbell landing shots on Lomachenko. At some spots, the fight did go into trenches. Obviously, if Vasiliy Lomachenko was doing the business against Luke Campbell, but at some spots, Luke Campbell did look pretty good. So can Teofimo Lopez, get his opportunity, crack, Vasiliy Lomachenko with some detonating big bombs and put Vasiliy Lomachenko down? Because I guarantee you, if Teofimo Lopez drops Vasiliy Lomachenko, the kid's gonna go after it. And I like Teofimo Lopez's character. I don't see him, as these fighters that, are starstruck, by anybody. Because a lot of fighters used to be starstruck by Floyd Mayweather, all these Asian Browners and this. I'm like, what are these guys doing? Don't be starstruck by your opponents. So a lot of these guys, they're overly respecting, Vasiliy Lomachenko, and obviously they should, because he's got the ability, to cause them problems. But there's respect, and then there's over respect. And I don't think Teofimo Lopez has any respect for Lomachenko. Obviously, he knows who he's up against, but he's going to go on there. He's going to go in there, look to, you know, do the business. Like Teofimo Lopez's dad said, we're just going to go in there and just get on with it, do what we have to do. Because they know that on the cards, I don't think they're going to win on the card. It's going to have to be a knockout. I like Teofimo Lopez's mentality. They, you know, you know, when the fight was going to be announced, they met each other in the ring. The guy was like, let me not use the expletive. He said, why the F is this guy coming into my ring? He was telling that to Bob Arum's face. Which fighter will say that, you know, about Lomachenko? Why is this guy coming to my ring? All of them will be standing there looking about, oh, Lomachenko's in my ring. This guy said, why is this guy in my ring for? Get out of my ring, bruv. That is the mentality of Teofimo Lopez. Not bit all about business. He views Lomachenko as, you know, in his mind, seeing Lomachenko, who's this cream puff? I'm going to knock him out in devastating fashion. And I believe Teofimo Lopez has the power to do it. If Lomachenko gets caught remotely by any of Teofimo Lopez's big shots, that is the shot that he knocked out, you know, Coleman with, can Lomachenko go this fight without getting caught by a big shot? I doubt it. I believe he's going to get caught at some point, and we need to see what's going to happen. You know, who's going to be the unified, you know, champion at the end of this, you know, at the end of this fight. Who's going to be the unified lightweight champion? We have to see what happens, man. So drop your comments in the comment section below. Who's going to win this fight? It's my brief preview, you know, pre-fight preview for the Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez fight. Who's going to win? Will Lomachenko outbox Teofimo Lopez and make him look like that young, inexperienced fighter he is? Or will Lomachenko go in there, or will Teofimo Lopez go in there with his heart, detonate, Lomachenko's chin, you know, and put him to sleep? So drop your comments in the comment section below. Who's going to win this fight? Who has the stylistic advantage? Who's going to, you know, if it goes long, who's going to win the fight? If the fight is wins by knockout, who's going to win by knockout? So drop your comments in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, share this video. Let's have it.